There are still many titles from the golden age of beat-em-ups that have never been given a proper home port or release. Sometimes this is due to poor commercial impact on release. Sometimes it's just a matter of expired licensing deals. And sometimes, as was probably the case with Battle Circuit, it was just a matter of bad timing. Battle Circuit looks and feels like a spiritual successor to Captain Commando in many ways. Set in the futuristic world of 2000XX, you take command of a superpowered bounty hunter and fight your way through increasingly bizarre-looking hordes of bad guys. The cast of playable characters is appealingly bizarre, consisting of everything from humanoids to animals to an alien that looks straight out of the Little Shop of Horrors. Interestingly, there's a strong Sentai influence here as well, since each of these characters is frequently referred to by their colour-based codenames. This game certainly feels like the natural evolution of the Capcom beat-em-up stable. It incorporates a lot of the movement systems of previous games to allow players to move around the screen with ease. Each character has a variety of moves and combos. Battle Circuit also has an upgrade system in place, where players can collect coins from defeated enemies and then spend them at the end of each stage to upgrade their moves. This allows players to customize their characters even further, encouraging branching playstyles that really distinguish one character from another. It adds an additional layer of depth to the game that encourages multiple playthroughs, which is a rare thing from an arcade beat-em-up. Battle Circuit was one of the last games released for Capcom's mighty CPS-2 arcade board. This was one of the most prolific arcade boards in the business, powering the majority of Capcom's arcade releases across multiple genres. The developer's mastery of the hardware meant that Battle Circuit was one of the best looking CPS-2 games. There are clear influences from the manga of the era, as well as drawing inspiration from earlier Capcom beat-em-ups and Silver Age comic books. The animation is very smooth, and all of the characters are memorable and colourful. The game strikes a nice balance between crazy character designs and special effects, whilst always looking aesthetically coherent and being easy to follow along with. Given the subject matter, this game could have easily spun off the rails graphically, but they kept it together startlingly well. The music is fairly typical arcade fare, but it's certainly appropriate for the genre. The game is full of catchy electronic tunes that complement the action well without ever becoming overbearing. In fact, the music was good enough to see an OST release in Japan, which is unusual for an arcade game like this. Battle Circuit was really the last of the great Capcom 2D beat-em-ups. As mentioned, there are clear echoes of Captain Commando, but there are also lots of similarities to other classic Capcom beat-em-ups like Final Fight, Dungeons & Dragons, and Alien vs Predator. Unfortunately, as great as the game was, most people never had the chance to try it. The game had a very limited arcade release, and has never seen any real sort of console release. This is a crime, as the game is one of Capcom's best, and is really the culmination of everything they've learned during the golden era of 2D beat-em-ups. The game looks great, plays well, and is an excellent time capsule for mid-90s Capcom. If you ever find a cabinet out in the wild, be sure to drop a couple of coins in and enjoy one of Capcom's lost classics. Also, Capcom. Captain Silver for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? Pretty please?